doctors on the job, they have their DDSs behind their names. They have their doctors in front of their names. So I was talking to some of them. You know, I call, and I acknowledge their title when they say, I call them, doctor this, doctor that. One of the people that passed by say, hey, Dwight. One of the doctors turned to him and said, no, that's Rev. That's Reverend Dwight. And you know what it did? It challenged me to meet that person.
Yes.
Even though I'm just a lowly human resources worker, when he titled me William, it caused my shoulders to go up a little bit. When you walk down the hall and people acknowledge you, how you doing this morning, Rev? It challenges you to meet that persona.
That's true.
So when folks personalize your position, it challenges. See, Evangelist Malone is not just a musician, she is the minister of music. With me, she does more than just play the It challenges her to meet the persona of what we are calling her. So when somebody says you are Evangelist Williams, it causes you to meet that persona.
That's right.
CJ, I hear you. I hear you, CJ. I hear you. You see, you have to tell folks, I'm more than just a drummer. I'm a musician.
Yeah.
A musician calls me to more than just being, it causes me to ministry.
See?
So when somebody says you are a musician, you may play the drums, you may play the bass, it doesn't matter what you play, but when somebody titles you to that persona, it challenges you with ministry.
It does.
So what is it, Pastor, that Moses was challenging God with? When Moses began to pray to God, he said, now God, I know you're sitting down here to talk to these folks and let them know that you're going to deliver them. He said, but I know who I'm dealing with.
Yes.
He said, I dealt with these folks years ago. And these folks almost got me put in jail. He said, so I know exactly who I'm dealing with. He said, now when I go back to them, the first thing they're going to ask was, Moses, who sent you?
Right.
So Moses said, Lord, when they ask me who sent me, what shall I tell them? He said, you ought to tell them, I am that I am.
Yes.
He said, tell them the I am God has sent me. In other words, the Hebrew name that we are distinguishing here is the name, somebody say this with me, Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yahweh means the God of self-existence. In other words, the God that I'm talking about this morning, you don't have to look anything up to make him who he is. In other words, you don't have to change your testimony. You don't have to be holy. You don't have to fix it up to make him look good. You don't have to make God look more than what he is. You can't make him look more than what he is. You can't look him up with nothing. He's the God of self-existence.
Glory to God.
That's good.
In other words, you don't have to build me up. I'm already built up. Some folks go around. I was about to say exaggerating, but they just lying. You don't have to go around and lie on God. Some folks try to paint this magnificent picture. Maybe I found out you don't have to paint a picture for God. All you have to do is just let it be who he is.
That's right.
Please, you don't have to try to make up for him. Just let God be God. And that's what he told Moses. He said, Moses, don't try to fix me up. You don't have to build me up. He said, just tell him I am sent you. Yahweh means he's a self-existent God. It means he's always present with his people. It means that God is not remote, neither is God aloof, but God is always near people. See, Yahweh has a way of intervening in our lives. And that's who he is because he's self-existent. God will intervene, or we call it divine intervention. God has a way of, sometimes when the doctor is giving you a bad report, you still away to your prayer closet, Yahweh has a way of stepping in the room.
All right.
Yes, he will.
Glory to God.
Oh, to your extreme and your extremity is God's opportunity. That's when God says, I want to step in.
Hallelujah. Thank you, Father.
When folk have passed notice on you, folk have already analyzed you and scandalized you, folk have already painted your picture, and folk have already written out your future. That's when God throws his hands up and then let me step in the middle of it. Sister P, when you testify with me, he'll be a lawyer in your courtroom. When Johnny Cropper in his day is not able to be there, God said, don't worry about it, I'll be your lawyer. I found him to be the best MD that I know going. I found him to be the best provider that's around here. I found him to be transportation when I didn't have no transportation. I found him to be representation when I didn't have no representation. I found him to be bread on my table.
Yes.
He'll be water when you're thirsty. Bread when you're hungry. He's the God of self-existence. Oh God, he's not like other beings. No. He's not like rice or water. He said, you don't even have to add water to me to make me work. He said, that's like me work.
Yes.
Hey, glory to God.
He said, you don't have to whip up no battle in order for me to work. He said, just turn me loose and let me work.
Glory be to God.
Take the battle that is over. Get off the street that you're on. Because he wants to work. You see, Yahweh means, it implies that he is a God of covenant relationship. It means that he is associated with his servants and to act on their behalf. See, Yahweh extends covenant with you. In other words, he goes past promise, but Yahweh extends covenant. Which means that he is fully able to hold up his end of the bargain. Yahweh means that God's name, that Yahweh was the Hebrew name to the Israelites, meaning that he would forever be their deliverance. He would forever be their freedom. He would forever be their promise and their power. He would forever be their faithful God. And that's what he wants us to know, because I am Yahweh. It means I'm faithful. In other words, you can depend on me when other folks will let you down, when other folks will disappoint you. He said, I'm Yahweh. I'm self-existent. I don't have to wait on nobody. I don't have to depend on nobody else. He said, I'm ever faithful.
Glory to God.
Now, see, the life of Moses, you can divide Moses' life up into 3 40-year periods. The first 40-year period that Moses went through was spent as a prince in the house of Pharaoh. The second 40 years that Moses went through was spent as a lonely shepherd in the land of Midian, tending his father-in-law Jethro's flock. And the last 40 years of Moses' life was years that he spent as the king of Yeshua. Now, in our text this morning, God catches up with Moses right as he's completing his second tenure and his 40-year journey. And see, the thing that kind of messed me up with this whole thing was that, see, when you're dealing with God, you don't have the power to tell God when to work.
All right.
See, though it was promised that Moses would be the deliverer for God's people, nothing is said to Moses during his first 2 40-year tenures. It is only after he meets that second tenure that it even becomes clear to him that he's supposed to be